Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Holy pickles, just like that. It's Friday. It's Good Friday, heading into Easter weekend at Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone inside Hy-Vee off Highway 61 here in Muscatine for Friday, the 19th of April. Wow, what a fast week it was. I feel like, again, the month of April, you just sort of go like this and it's over. I know that it's not over, but close enough, right? I mean, May will be here before you know it. And then we're really into summer, so this is all good. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the weather this weekend. It seems like we'll be in good shape with highs, maybe even eclipsing 80 degrees on Sunday. I like that a lot. So if you're traveling or if you have family or friends coming in town for the holiday, even if you're not celebrating Easter at all, you're just ready to have some good weather to get outside and maybe do some gardening around the house or some spring cleaning. I will tell you that, hey, don't forget Spring Cleanup Week is in Muscatine starting on Monday, so you can set stuff out on your normal pickup day for garbage and recycling. Is that what it is for Monday? 72, look at that. 80 degrees on Easter Sunday, 68 tomorrow on Saturday, 74 and 76 later into next week. I like that a lot. So it kind of becomes like Muscatine's version of American Pickers next week. I will tell you, just to be polite when you're digging through people's stuff that they set out on the curb. If you can not make more of a mess, that's awesome. And the thing that I've learned over the years is, like, I'm going to put stuff out the night before our garbage day. And in my neighborhood, we get stuff picked up on Thursday. So I'm going to put all my giant tires and my TVs. I'm just kidding. They won't pick up tires anymore. But you can drop them off next week, Spring Cleanup Week, in the city of Muscatine. Check it out, y'all. That is all the details you need to know. Things that are picked up, things that are not picked up. So please, no torn down buildings. Well, what was I going to do with that torn down building that I've been hanging on to? Car bodies, darn it. Large trees or stumps, do they measure them? Is there a small tree stump that's okay, but then if it's a little bit bigger of a tree stump, not so fast, wise guy or wise girl. Concrete, paint, and other hazardous chemicals. Looking at you on that one, Cody. Motor oil, antifreeze, camper refrigerators. What am I going to do with all my camper refrigerators? You guys know me and my outdoors. I've got a garage full of camper refrigerators and camper air conditioners. Worst spring cleanup week ever. No, I'm just kidding. Now, can we see the stuff that we can have picked up? Thank you. I just don't want people to think I'm a Debbie Downer. Large items, furniture, dismantled. And I can tell you this. When we moved into my house 6 years ago, there was an old swing set in the backyard, and I literally pushed it over, and then they picked it up during Spring Cleanup Week, so that was awesome. Up to 2 appliances. Please remove the doors. You can read. It's all there. Spring Cleanup Week starting on Monday. Happy picking, everybody. Will you find any treasures? Will you pick a winner? You can pick your friends. You can pick during Spring Cleanup Week. Just don't pick your nose, right? That's the lesson. Today is National Amaretto Day, so I've grabbed a bottle of Di Serono. Maybe you want to have some Di Serono on the rocks. Drink responsibly. A couple of years ago, I got to go to a Cubs game in a suite at Wrigley Field, and I'm not kidding. During the game, they brought a dessert cart, and the person running the dessert cart said, "Do you want a shot of," bless you, Ryan, he just sneezed. The lady running the dessert cart said, "Do you want a shot of Di Serono in an edible chocolate glass?" And I said, "Yes, I do. I'm feeling fancy." So that was the last time that I had Di Serono. I don't drink it that often, but if you're going to celebrate Amaretto Day, you can do that responsibly. And then right here, since I'm promoting things shamelessly, 12-pack of Heineken. How much would you pay for this? Well, with that coupon right there, this 12-pack of Heineken becomes $7.99. That is a great price. There's a big display of it set up. I'm trying to think of a place I can set the Amaretto without dropping it. That seems just safe enough. $7.99 at Wine and Spirits while supplies last. Don't miss out on that deal. It is a good one, and you'll definitely get the weekend rolling. All right, I'm going to try and set this down without dropping it. Holy pickles. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Only one of them popped, so that's good. Clean up at the Hy-Vee Today set, please. Ryan, you ever had a Rolling Rock? No? Okay. Well, you're gonna learn to, or it's a Heineken, not a Rolling Rock. Sorry, you ever had a Heineken? No? All right, same difference. So come and check out that deal while supplies last. Maybe that's what you put in somebody's Easter basket. My Easter bunny has a little bit of a drinking problem. Amaretto and Hy-Vee. Best Easter bunny ever. All right, let's get to our first guests who are here to talk about the Off-Road Carpet Classic happening this weekend. Jeff Storm is to my right, and to his right is Jamie Thompson, and they are ready to go. Jeff, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Back on. Jeff's been here several times. Jamie's first time, though. Hey, man.
Hey.
Welcome. Appreciate you being here. All right, so we've got all this stuff sent in the email, Mr. Storm, but you reached out, and you said, Tony, I got a race going on this weekend. And I didn't know about that. I apologize. This is at the Island Speedway.
Yep.
At Star Collectibles off Grandview Avenue here in Muscatine. And I'm assuming since you're here, there's still opportunities for folks to bring their vehicles on tomorrow, on Saturday, and get signed up and partake. Is that right?
Yes, we are having practice today.
Awesome.
From 12 to 10. So if you want to stop by and go ahead and throw your car down and see where you're setting. Tomorrow, we're going to try to start about 9-ish.
Okay.
We might drop that back to 10 for latecomers because we do have some people coming a little ways away.
Sure. This is a big deal. So you've been racing for, I mean, is it 10 years at this point? Is it longer than that?
It's somewhere in there.
Okay. So somewhere in 10 years or more.
10-year range.
It's been 45 years. Jeff is secretly 70 years old. He has this good anti-aging cream. But is this your baby? Like, is this your race? Did you put this together?
Yeah, this is,
I didn't know that you did that. I just thought that you were down there participating, oftentimes winning, but then you organized the Off-Road Carpet Classic.
Yes.
That's fantastic. So how long have you been putting on the races?
This is our second year.
Awesome. Okay.
The first year, we actually had 96 entries. This year, we were expecting well over that.
96 entries last year?
Yes.
Jeez Louise. Okay, and then as far as what type of vehicles people can bring to race, is that one sitting in front of Jamie? Would that be one that you could? I don't know, and you know that I don't know anything about.
This
I don't even like calling
actually
them RC cars because they're so much cooler and quicker than that name. But yeah, so go ahead, tell us about that one. I feel like such a dummy sometimes. Look how cool that looks.
It's all right. It's all right, Tony.
Thank you,
I'll teach you.
Yes, please.
This is actually a two-wheel drive buggy. It's a 17.5 class is actually what this plaque is for.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping to take this thing home.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. It's actually, this for speed-wise, it's pretty even with our mod class.
Okay.
It's a fast car. It's fun. I mean, if you're an adult, you're like, oh, why am I going to race toward cars? But it really brings out the kid in you. You have a blast.
I mean, how fast does that go?
Whew. It depends. I mean, if you get a good straightaway, I mean, you could get, 30, 40 miles an hour out of it if you get a good enough straightaway.
I wasn't even going that fast coming to work this morning, but you're controlling something that's going, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that is really quick. I've seen them in action, and there's videos and pictures and stuff on the Island Speedway Facebook page, but yeah, that's just it. I mean, it is a lot of fun. It takes a lot of practice to learn how to drive them and be good at it, but yeah, it's really exciting that that you're putting this on for the second year, and you're expecting over 96 entries is huge. And then Jamie, your end of it, you're the guy that's building the say it, Pit Tower?
Pit Tower.
Pit Tower. Why am I saying it so weird? Pit Tower. It's on the thing, Tony. So how long have you been building the Pit Towers for?
Actually, we've only been starting building them for about 2 months, 3 months.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So when it's kind of blown up.
Yeah.
Because it cleans up your pit area.
Yeah.
The charger goes on the bottom, and we've got a taller one for 3 cars. We're shipping them, California, Washington, Florida.
Okay, so, and I love I like that shot that we have right here on the set. I mean, people can get a sense. So, and we just saw another picture of yourself at one of them. So with these pit towers, you're really able to access everything you would need to get ready to compete,
it cleans up your pit area so you don't have a mess. Multiple people run multiple classes and have children, as do I, and it just helps keep everything nice and clean, and it really helps out, really cleans up, and we have multiple colors.
Now, are you custom fabricating everything that we're seeing right there? Are you doing
everything?
yourself?
I'm making from a flat sheet of steel.
Holy smokes!
Powder coating and everything.
That's terrific. Oh my gosh, look at all of those. I love the different colors. So
Yep.
this is the kind of thing, Jamie, that people could tell you exactly the kind of color. I'm kind of partial to some of those greens that we just saw.
Yeah.
That is exciting, but only 2 months. But you must have had, so is this one of those things, Jamie, where you had your own version of, maybe you had the first pit tower that you would use, and then people kept saying, wow, that's pretty cool. Could you make one for me? Could you make one for me? And you thought this might be a thing.
It's one of my close friends, Tom Napper.
Okay.
It came up with his idea was I wanted some stand to make, and he basically said, this is what we need. And he helped make it, or he helped come up with the design.
Sure.
I made it.
You are custom fabricating all of these. I love how that looks. And yes, I mean, Jeff, for someone like yourself that's raced for years, you must love the pit tower. Because I've been at the Island Speedway at Star Collectibles, and I've seen the setups prior to anything like a pit tower, and you're right, there's stuff everywhere. You're running out of room, especially if you have 96 plus competitors. I mean, the Island Speedway is a large place, don't get me wrong.
It
but
gets tight.
If you can roll out something like the pit tower and sort of have everybody, I don't know, that makes total sense. So talk about your experience with the pit tower. You got to love it, right?
Yeah. We only get so much room in our pit area. So it's actually kind of nice to have one of these, move your cars up out of your way.
Yeah.
And then if you need to work on one, you can take it down and move it down and do whatever you need to and put it back up, and you still have plenty of room to work, which is nice. A lot of big races, when we're, like you said, we're trying to squeeze 96 or more people in there, we gotta have that extra space. So these are
especially
awesome.
for people that are coming out of town. I mean, it's exciting to have a place like the Island Speedway and events like the Off-Road Carpet Classic that are going to bring folks to Muscatine for something that everybody kind of has in common. But then to be able to say, by the way, have you heard about the pit tower? I mean, I imagine that there's folks that, Jamie, are going to show up and go, I've got to have one. So I'm assuming that you'll be selling pit towers this weekend.
We'll have about 20 to 30 of them there for sale. This exact stand right here will be raffled off.
Awesome. Okay.
So you just buy a ticket, and it'll be raffled off sometime tomorrow.
Okay, so my next question is, outside of the fact that that's being given away, which is awesome, get down there for a chance to win it. What would something like that cost typically?
This one right here is $65.
Excellent.
Our 3 car is $80, and we also have a 1 car for $45.
Wow, that is unbelievable. I'll tell you what, this is made in America. But I mean, you've got this down, right? Like, I can't believe how genius that is, to have something that you can use that's easy to transport. I mean, it is solid. It's not the lightest thing ever.
It's not light because it's good for outdoors.
Okay.
A lot of guys want to do outdoors also, so that's why we did it out of steel instead of aluminum. Aluminum outside in the wind will get tipsy.
Sure.
And you got anywhere from $1,000 to $8,000 worth of toys sitting on it.
Jeez.
You don't want it to fall over.
Right.
Or children around.
And I like that you've got even like so when you set your vehicle down on the top, and I don't know if you can kind of see it in the shot there, it's not going to slide off, right?
No,
I mean,
it won't slide off.
This thing through.
And so they stay completely secure up there, and you could put an 8 scale to almost a fifth scale on the stand, and it's not going to bend or give.
Did you ever think that this would be something that you'd be shipping, like you said, to places like California? I mean,
no,
it's got to be just a wild
it's blown
ride.
up.
Yeah.
I was kind of speculated at first, but it's overwhelming.
Yeah, and like anything that takes off like this, supply and demand, right?
It's one of those things that they're not going to wear out.
No, absolutely not. 100%. It's well built.
It's more or less we've had multiple guys have one at the track and one at home. So, and then we're coming out with different colors, different designs. This one has a metal grinding effect in it. This is the first one I've done.
Cool.
With like a candy powder on top of it.
That looks great.
So in the sun, it changes. It's different designs and different colors in the sun.
It's very sharp, just sitting here looking at it. And again, the fact that that's going to be given away this weekend as part of the Off-Road Carpet Classic at the Island Speedway is fantastic. Yeah, we'll turn it a little bit so you can kind of get that effect. Look at how sharp that is. So, all right, Jeff, is that your car that's sitting on there?
Yes.
All right, now are you able to, just for the folks at home, that maybe, again, and it's more so for me because I don't have a lot of experience with these, but could you show us like how easy it is to get at these vehicles when you need to make a repair? Is there anything that you could take off without risking breaking anything? I mean, these are well constructed vehicles, but then at the same time, when you're doing a competition like the Off-Road Carpet Classic, and again, Jeff hopes to take this plaque home. If something happens, you've got the luxury of any type of part you would need being readily available, but you also have to be able to get into these vehicles and change them relatively quickly, right?
Yeah, like now I got Velcro on the body, so I just pop my body. Well, underneath the hood's not very pretty, so we won't go in extreme detail. But I'll just pop this off really quick, get underneath, get to any electronics that I need, like my motor and my servo or anything like that. I mean, it's when you do it as long as I have. Yeah. Any one of these parts are kind of easy to change out. You just know what to do in that situation. I actually got a small electric drill. I'll put a tool on and just be done. So
now, what's something that commonly happens? Like, and again, I don't want anything to happen to this vehicle, but over the course of a weekend where you're running, however many hours, what are things that you typically know? Like, okay, this may happen. I've got X amount of these ready to go. I mean, is it stuff with the
probably front arms?
Yeah, the front arms. Okay. Yes.
Now, is that like right here?
Yeah, these are the front. These are my front arms right here. The pipes. I mean, it doesn't take much. You hit a pipe, it's broken.
They could take a beating, but still, that one final one. Yeah. It can go. And
so, and how long of a process is it to replace something like that if it happens?
With the tools that I have, I can probably get some replaced like that in just a couple minutes.
That's fantastic.
Tops.
Right. So that's just it. I mean, yes, you have a lot invested in this, and for somebody that wants to start out, I don't know where you would point them if this is, if this is maybe not the first step, if that's the second step in terms of vehicles that you would recommend people buying. But it's nice to know that there is this community in Muscatine, and of course, Tom and everybody at Star Collectibles that has a lot of these parts on hand, and then you've got Jamie with the pit tower. So I mean, we've got such a strong community of folks that have something in common, and that definitely would be rare for a small town in Iowa, right? I mean, to have people again coming from out of town to participate in events is just fantastic. Is that the type of vehicle, if someone like myself or anybody here that doesn't own any, would you recommend they start with something like that, or would you go a little bit smaller so that the speed isn't overwhelming?
I would go with a short course just because it's fully engulfed with the body. We actually have a rookie class. Okay. So you can go out and buy a old Traxxas Slash or something, and we'll make it track ready. That's the big thing about what we do there is anybody can come and watch. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing. But if you come in and you start having questions and you can ask any one of us. Sure. And we will explain to you all the details, how to get started, how to get started cheap to see if you like it. Yep. And if you like it, then this would be like you said, the second step. They do have used cars for sale down there. Sure. We can help you go through that, and we can buy a used car if you want, give it a shot, and just see what happens. I'm sure you'll fall in love with it. I did. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I joke about the times that I've driven anything at Star Collectibles, and it doesn't usually end well. It's never my intent to crash something. It's just tough to get the hang of driving something. You're standing off somewhere and you're trying to do, I don't know. I think it's like just understanding the controller a little bit more personally. This is my experience. But it is a lot of fun, and you're right. Anytime you can be surrounded by a group of people that have something in common. I mean, think about all the friendships that you've made over the years, right? I mean, both of you probably never would have thought that you'd have so many friends that all have this one thing in common. It's just great. Now, have you thought, Jeff, about having Jamie customize a pit tower for Stinky's House of Horrors?
Maybe
in the colors. Maybe you've got the hat on with the logo. That could be something
that's probably a good one.
Right. I mean, let's make Troy Philpott have to pay for one of these things. Is what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
He's just sitting on all of that money in his Scrooge McDuck vault. We know that his pockets are deep. Logan DeLong on Facebook saying, "Hey Jeff Storm, it's race day," and then he commented again, 411B. Is that his?
That's his sport mod.
That's his sport mod.
At CJ tonight.
Gotcha. So. Okay. Oh, right. So it's literally a race.
It's a whole race
You're right.
weekend.
This is a whole race weekend. Jeez Louise. All right. The classes are one of the things I wanted to talk about. So again, we're talking off-road carpet classic tomorrow at Island Speedway, Star Collectibles off Grandview Avenue here in Muscatine. The classes that are available, it's not all just the one typical type of remote control vehicle, right? There's a bunch of different ones.
We got several different classes for different levels of experience. Actually, something new that we did this year was the 17.5 intermediate buggy class, which allows somebody that's not quite at the highest level of performance.
That would be me.
And just above the rookie level, you'll have that class that you can try out. It kind of puts all, we try to put the experienced racers together, the kind of middle racers together, and then the rookies together. And that's just how, I guess that's how you get better, just racing with other people that are kind of in that same range.
Yep.
And if you're ready to move up, like I said, we help people the whole entire time just to move up.
Well, and that's just nice to know that you've got that support. You can see the classes right there. You can also see that the practicing will be happening from starting at noon until 10 p.m. today, and then tomorrow racing with qualifying starting at 9 or 10, depending on when folks get there, and allowing for folks to come in from out of town just makes total sense to me. Outside of the Off-Road Carpet Classic, Jamie, I'm assuming for folks that are going to see this, whether they've been live with us or on cable tonight, if they want to get a hold of you for a pit tower, what's the best way to do that? I'm sure that you've got
Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
Facebook. We have a Facebook, and get a hold of us that way on Facebook. Is the easiest way.
I love that, again, and there's the Facebook page right there. Look at that. I love that you're shipping all over the place. It's super exciting to have something just take off over the last 2 months. And
it's blown up.
And you know it's not going to slow down because I'm assuming that just like with the weather changing and things that are already happening with different sports outside, of course Island Speedway is inside, but there are people, Jeff, that are going to race outside all over the place that would need something like their own pit tower, right?
It's hard to keep up with it.
I bet.
So
what a good problem to have, right?
It is.
Yeah. Not a lot of sleep, I'm sure.
No, there's not.
But that's good. I mean, it's a locally made product. I love stories like that where something just takes off. All right, so Jeff, this is your baby this weekend. Anything else coming down the pike? And Ryan, I would love if while we're talking and wrapping up a little bit, could you pull up some video from the Island Speedway Facebook page just so we can show the folks at home exactly what we're talking about and where we're talking about. Outside of this weekend, what's it look like for you? Are you going to be competing? Are there other weekend events coming up locally that you know of yet?
Not that I know of yet. Racing is, I don't race as often as I should. I got some other projects that I'm doing outside of racing right now. I think we will have a points racing event coming up here soon.
Awesome.
Starting the points out. I know we are actually giving away points plaques for those who raced in the winter points. I'm not really sure what else we have coming up yet. So I mean, other than my baby, I've been busy with this thing.
This is a big deal. I love that video that we were looking at because those are just like little semi trucks just running around. the brave young man out there tipping them back up. That's not my job either. I don't want that. There we go. Look at this. I mean, this is a heck of a setup again in the back of Star Collectibles. It's just really nice to know that this is a facility locally that's able to host the Off-Road Carpet Classic. And it'll be just wild, Jamie, I'm sure, this weekend, tomorrow, when you're looking at all these competitors, the percentage of them that will have their own pit tower, and then the percentage that will have their own as they leave, right? Because if I show up and I don't have one of those, it's the first thing I'm getting, because I can understand having an efficient workspace, an organized workspace, especially if you're going to be. I mean, Jeff, how much time would you say, just ballpark tomorrow? Again, I don't want anything to happen to the vehicles, but how much time are you having to do things? If you totaled it up over the course of a day of racing, how many minutes or hours are spent getting things fixed or adjusted or prepped that you can now do that much more efficiently on your pit tower?
It really depends. Like, if I totally crush this thing, it's probably gonna, like if it explodes or something, and on a pipe somewhere, it'd probably take me a good 45 minutes to an hour to probably fix it, depending on how bad it is. If it's really bad, it's all about probably going home. I have to go through the bearings and stuff, because sometimes your front end bearings will give out on you after so many races and being around the carpet. But
so there's at least an hour per race where you're just doing stuff. I mean, again, maybe not every race, but what I'm getting at is when you have something like the pit tower and you know you can go to your spot and then you're not scrounging for stuff and worried about the vehicle moving as it's sitting there. I mean, it's not going to move when it's on the pit tower, and that's where that design, Jamie, that thing is awesome. I'm telling you, it is super cool to see it. And to understand how it can be so beneficial for folks that do this. And again, yes, the fact that it is heavy duty, right? It's not going to get blown over in the wind.
You're going to have to run over with a car or truck actually to do something to it.
Please don't. But that is solid, right?
Yes.
It's not going anywhere. All right, so Jeff, you feeling good? Like this will be? It's your race. I mean, I feel like it might be rigged if you won. But you're also really good. I
kind of get that feeling too, but you never know.
You're good at what you do, so it's not that you have any advantage. It's just that you've got the chops. That being said, though, you would love nothing more than to have people come out and challenge you, right? Especially those folks from out of town that are going to show up. How far will folks be traveling? Will they be traveling this weekend?
I heard some people from Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana.
That's awesome.
I heard about a guy that would like to come up from Arizona, California.
I think Minnesota's coming down.
Minnesota for sure.
To Muscatine, Iowa.
We even heard about possibly a guy from Canada making the trip down.
This is great. This is the real deal, right?
And actually, the guy that makes these plaques, he moved to Arizona, but he's originally from Muscatine.
Sweet.
So when I told him about this race, he jumped on the opportunity to make these plaques for us.
Well, it all looks good. It's legit. And if you're interested, this is an opportunity for you. Whether you're toeing the water or you've been doing it for years, maybe you've got away from it. I'm assuming that people that need to know about it. But if you're watching this and you just want to go spectate, please do tomorrow, Saturday, anytime really after 10 a.m. to the Island Speedway behind Star Collectibles off Grandview Avenue. I'm glad that you reached out, Jeff, because this is super cool, and that the fact that you brought Jamie, because that pit tower is legit.
Thank you
awesome.
very much.
It's good to see you. Good luck tomorrow. Now, Jamie, will you be racing tomorrow at all? You
will
be.
Yeah.
Will you be racing against this guy?
Yes, I will.
So there is a chance, Jamie, that you could have this plaque.
Could, but slim.
But slim. Have you thought
I'll be
about
honest.
designing a plaque holder in addition to, or could there be like a little arm that clips onto the pit tower? Clink. It's the pit tower plaque holder.
In the future.
Only $9.95.94.
In the future.
You can just crank. Not a bad idea, though, right?
That's actually really
because you know what you want to do after you win is have something to hold it to rub it in people's faces as you're working on your vehicle. Maybe that's just my idea. Trademark 2019 Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. The plaque tower.
It could be.
Ooh, plaque
I'm going to get into business to compete with you, and I'm just going to have the plaque tower. Also, something that Dennis would probably get behind. But yeah, this is awesome. Good luck. I hope it ends in a tie tomorrow for you guys. If that's even possible.
Highly doubt, but thank you.
Get yourself a pit tower and check out this off-road carpet classic at the Island Speedway at Star Collectibles tomorrow. It'll be a good time, I promise you that. Hello, friends, and we're back. These guys are great. Jeff reached out. I'm glad that we were able to do this, and we appreciate their time very much. And please go spectate, right? You'll have a good time. I know you will. I promise you will. All right, so we're going to get ready to have Captain John on the show in just a few moments. It is going to be busy in here. It's already busy in here. We're doing the show right now live. It's 2 minutes after 9 o'clock in the morning on Friday. If you're watching us on cable, are you ready for Easter? Will you get an Easter basket? Will you still, are you, and I'm not embarrassed to say that I'm 35 and my mom will have an Easter basket for me, unless she doesn't. Ryan, if she doesn't have an Easter basket for me, I'd be mad. Mike Church, you getting an Easter basket still?
Yeah, it better be.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's kind of morphed into like, what's that?
Might be right.
Anymore, it's like one plastic egg and like a Snickers, and then inside the egg is like $50. And you always tell Mom, like, you don't have to do that. Mom, especially my mom, helps us out so much. Ryan Broderson, will you get an Easter basket on Sunday? Yeah? Chad? Look at this. Cody? No. Cody hates Easter. It was an just like, Cody was just like this. Will somebody get Cody an Easter basket, maybe? Can we do that? Jeez Louise, somebody help Cody out. Oh, look, we got him one. All right, it's a bag full of whatever's in there. Just a random Hy-Vee bag. There you go, Cody. It's an Easter bag. Oh, yes. He can't hate Easter anymore, everybody. All right. Very good. Well, I was just going to get Cody like a bag of salmon, but I don't know if he would be okay with that or not. All right. So Captain John DeNovo is here with the seafood department here at Hy-Vee. And I thought that we could do a couple of things with Captain John this morning. Cody, let's take the cart cam just right over to the seafood department. Johnny has the case set. It looks good, and he is ready to go for this weekend.
Guys,
it is Good Friday. Hey, last day of Lent, right, brother? Oh, my gosh.
We got through it.
I was going to say, this is the time of year where you have a lot going on, brother.
Yes.
I mean, it's just like every day I've seen customers coming over, and it's not just one thing. That's the thing that I'll say. The limited, not even limited, I've heard like over a dozen people in the last week or so just order all sorts of different stuff. I mean, certainly there's things that are popular in the seafood department, but I'm always impressed when people come right up to you. They know what they want, and you've got it. And I think it's because, John, they know that it's so fresh, right?
Oh yeah. We get 4 trucks in a week and stuff. And for people wondering, we get them in on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. So and basically we sell it as we go. It's sold within a couple days, and it's always nice and fresh. And
I was gonna say, it's the best. All right, do we have? We'll see if the cart cam's gonna be rocking in just a second. How long did it take you to set the case?
Well, I put a little extra stuff in there today.
Nice.
Started all fresh. I had to work my truck, so it took about a couple hours between, if you count putting the ice in there, washing the fish, and getting it all set up over a couple hours.
Getting it all set and ready to go. We've done the show right near the seafood department the entire time.
Yes,
and it's just nice to be able to get to this time of year and to know that you can put together things like these flyers. I mean, you've had your own newspaper ads. You've had this is like the second flyer during this Lenten season.
Third.
It's the third one you've done?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, it's just fantastic. All right, so here's the Toyota Muscatine cart cam in the seafood department. Cody, you can pump the brakes for a second, and I just want Johnny to explain what we're looking at.
All right, guys.
Let's start,
so on the far end,
at,
we got some fresh sea scallops in the case right there. Got mussels. We got a bunch of raw shrimp, 3 different varieties. We got a peeled and deveined one.
Awesome.
Those are on sale for $9.99 a pound right now. We also got a 21 to 30 and a 16 to 20 are the jumbo ones. And those are all Gulf shrimp. They're all U.S. shrimp. People get kind of paranoid about where their shrimp's coming from. That's all USA Gulf shrimp.
Look at the size of the shrimp, though, John. Oh my gosh.
They're big. And only $13.99 a pound, which isn't bad.
That's a fantastic deal. All right, so we continue on, and what are we looking at?
We got some imitation crab right there. Okay. We got crab cakes. We got our homemade crab salad. I just made it fresh yesterday. We also got crab legs in there. I got a variety of shrimp in there as well, and then we got cocktail sauce, really good cocktail sauce, best cocktail sauce you could buy.
I was going to say.
Comes through D&D, one of our suppliers, really good stuff.
It's better, I mean, no offense to anything that's on the shelf, but...
It's better.
It's better?
It's better. I've tried, I'm a big cocktail fan, and it's the best.
It's great. All right, as we continue on looking at the case, what are we looking at
We got
now?
some whole catfish, we got some farm-raised Atlantic salmon in there. I got a couple whole ones in there for anyone who wants to smoke any this weekend.
Yep.
Really good on the smoker. We got cod in there as well. It's on sale, $8.99 a pound. We got some sockeye salmon in there. A lot of people have been asking about it.
I was going to say,
it's not fresh yet. We're not in the fresh season yet, but it is a previously frozen and just as good.
Yeah,
we got some tilapia on sale in there as well.
If that's what they want, right? They know that they can find it here.
Yeah.
I just, again, think about this as you're watching John set that entire case. And I know I say this a lot, but from the ice to everything that you're looking at, it's done every single day. And
all right, guys, and then we got some great grilling items up the middle there.
Sure.
I got some Asian zing shrimps, Asian zing tuna skewers with some sesame seeds on it. Some has a Japanese teriyaki called yakiniku. I also got swordfish steaks and tuna steaks in there, both on sale. Have you ever had tuna, Tony?
I have. It's been a while, but I tell you what, swordfish steak.
It's a good comparison to actual steak if you ever taste it. I mean, it has a little fish taste to it, but it's really good.
What though? Swordfish is just fantastic. And then if you're, Cody, you didn't even show the lobsters. Come on, bro.
Come on, we got some other stuff to show over there. I got halibut in there.
You have halibut. All right, well, let's go with the halibut and then the lobsters. People can't get enough of the live lobster, right?
Yes,
I mean, it's just something that's always in there. And if people need one for the weekend, and I love the opportunity that you'll give them.
I ordered a few extras this weekend, so I got one person picking up 4 of them. We're actually steaming it for them today.
You're steaming 4 lobsters?
Yeah, 4 lobsters. They're picking them up around supper time. We'll steam them for them, and they'll take them home ready to go. It's another option that we offer there for you.
4 of them though.
Yeah,
John.
4 of them. Yep.
What's their address? Can we show up to their park? And they're having 4 whole lobsters steamed.
Yep. We're doing that today for them.
That is great. And I know that the thing about seafood is it's healthy and it's not complicated to prepare.
No, not at all. Super easy, especially
it's-
like tuna. Going back to tuna on that.
100%, yeah.
Only takes a couple minutes on each side at the most. I like mine a little rare in the middle there.
Sure.
'Cause if you overcook tuna, it comes out a little dry. So
Yes,
you want it
you'll
to be
know,
done
right?
rare. Yeah.
Now, with respects to that, are you the kind of person that if you're grilling something, you just go salt and pepper, you want to taste what's really going on, or are you going to go to any specific
I like a little heavier. I like a marinade on mine, to be honest with you.
all right.
Yeah. Rick, who works back in the meat department, he likes yakiniku on it. So I usually pre-marinate in some yakiniku for him when he buys them. So.
Some yakiniku.
And I can do that for all my customers. You guys want me to put
Yeah.
some marinade on it, seasonings, I'll marinate it and season it for you, free of charge. I'll take care of you.
All right, now the size of the lobsters, does it vary? I mean, you've certainly over the years, you've had what you've lovingly referred to as a lobsterzilla.
Lobsterzilla, yeah. The ones in there right now are a pound and a quarter, pound and a half.
Okay.
They're basic size, and then I could also get 2 to 3 pounders in too if anyone's looking for them.
Sure.
And then we can get the real big one, obviously.
And again, like Captain John just said, those customers will just come into the store and they'll pick up 4 steamed lobsters, whole lobsters that are just ready to go home and be enjoyed.
Well, we're cooking them for them, I think, at like almost 5 o'clock, so they're just going to bring it home, and we'll put some aluminum foil over them, and they'll crack them open,
Just
and they're going to go.
fantastic, right? Oh, now look at this. We're getting fancy with the lighting and on the lobsters. All right, let's go back to the cart cam, Ryan, if we could.
I was going to say,
I
Ryan
love
must
that
be
these
over
guys.
there.
Well, Chan, I love the attention to detail that we're willing to pay for folks to understand the high quality seafood products that we have. And those lobsters right now are going, what is going on? They think they're getting steamed. Don't go to the light, lobsters. Stay away for now.
Stay away.
It's fantastic. All right, Ryan, I want to show this flyer that we've got that Johnny has prepared, ready to go.
Yep.
So it's one thing to just have the highest quality and the most fresh and the best seafood in Muscatine County, which we know that you do. It's another thing to offer some great prices on these items. But what
we got great
John
prices.
decided to do starting yesterday was roll out this fuel saver. Now, during Lent, you had been offering every Friday a fuel saver, but you wanted to get aggressive and go
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So
Yes.
folks watching, whether you're live with us or on cable tonight, you still got time today, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday.
Yes.
And it's just nice to know that by buying healthy seafood items at a great price, you can also save at the pump.
Yes, we got some great items in there. We got swordfish steaks are $4.99 a piece for an 8-ounce one. We got salmon burgers. I got a big bunker full of them at the end of aisle number 6. We got 3 different varieties: a classic, a sweet and spicy, and a teriyaki.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And then I also got breaded catfish nuggets right behind us, in front of us actually. $3.49 a pound on those bad boys. We got crab cakes, 4 for $5.
That's
just deep fry them; they're really good.
Yeah.
Got our homemade crab salad. Just made a fresh batch of that yesterday. We'll make more today. We got Jamaican seasoned jumbo shrimp skewers, 4 for $10. And then, of course, at the bottom of that, we got our big kicker here, like we said, our Fuel Saver Extravaganza, guys.
Ryan, scroll down if you could on that, just to show everybody how the math on the Seafood Fuel Saver Extravaganza works. I mean,
Yes, sir.
You don't have to pay full. I just got gas. I was mad because I only had like 15 cents off a gallon yesterday.
Yes.
Price of gas, $2.74 a gallon. You can control that, though, when you shop at a place like Hy-Vee, and specifically with Captain John in the seafood department. This is awesome.
Yeah, spend $25, guys. You get a 15-cent fuel saver, and you know how easy it is to spend that $25. I mean, with all those great deals right there on there, I mean, just getting everything on there, you're going to be at over $25. I mean,
that's so great. And again, the thing to know is that it's all easy to prepare. So I want to come back to these salmon burgers. Just an example of something. Because we're in grilling season, and as much as there might be some traditions with Easter, like ham or whatever, why not start your own tradition of like barbecuing this weekend? And quickly, between the swordfish steak, the salmon burgers, and things like the Jamaican skewers, I mean, that is everything that you would need. And even if you're just like, well, I just typically get chicken and steak, that's fine. Try some of those salmon burgers. I've had them. They're fantastic. But at the very least, the Jamaican seasoned shrimp skewers.
And the thing about those salmon burgers, I've got them before with, and I bought some Bakery Fresh buns. Really good with those.
But the thing again, John, is they don't take that long to cook. Right?
No, about 2 to 3 minutes on each side.
Okay, so if you put that up against a regular, and I'm not saying anything bad about regular hamburgers, let the record state, but way faster, right?
Yeah, and
way
you know, for
faster.
regular, you know, I consider myself a pretty good grill master, but
Sure.
when you cook burgers, you know, you get a little flare up here, and you get all that
Sure.
grease going down
Right.
the grill and everything. And salmon burgers, you're not going to get that because they're not as fatty as a regular hamburger traditionally is. It's a lot healthier for you. And then the crab cakes, that's another one.
Oh.
I've thrown those on the grill before. They're
So
good on the grill.
I was going to say, whether it's on the grill, in a
Yeah.
deep fryer, or even on maybe a grill pan on top of
Yeah,
the stove.
exactly. Yep.
There's a lot of ways to do it. And you really can't mess up. You can't mess up. Look at that. Now, is that
There
some type
we
of
go.
tool that you can cook crab cakes with on the grill?
That is awesome.
Whoa. John, you got to get yourself one
I'm
of
gonna have
those,
to get
man.
one of
Look
those.
at that. That is awesome. The crab cake grill accessory. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I look at something like crab cakes, I feel like I wouldn't even mess that up.
No.
Like, it's Tony.
They're already
I'm not
cooked,
gonna-
so all
yeah.
you're doing is warming them up. Once they feel warm
Right.
for you, pull them off.
You cannot mess them up. All right. So listen, you know, so much variety, right? And any questions you have, they can be answered, and suggestions, right? There's
Yeah, I
nothing
had
that
a customer asking
go
how to
ahead.
cook salmon the other day.
Okay.
And I literally emptied a little piece of ice, and I was like, okay, let's pretend this is the pan. And I put it, you know, did a little seasoning over it. I go put it down on that like that, and I told them how to do it and everything, and flipped it a couple of times, and
It's
they're like,
awesome.
oh, that's easy. And she came in the next day and told me how great it was. So
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have all these great resources between seafood and meat department that are ready to go. A friend of mine, Chase Siwasink, had some. He's a big Hy-Vee customer, which we appreciate. And I saw last night he had some of those planks, those cedar planks, right on the grill, cooking some salmon on it. It looked awesome. His pictures made me hungry. So shout out to Chase. And that's just it, right? I mean, people love to try different things, and at prices like you're seeing on the seafood sale.
and then add the fuel saver to go with it. I mean,
You just gotta do
and just
it.
a variety we have. We have so many different options to choose from, and they're all pretty, for the most part, pretty healthy options.
Well, and those giant Gulf shrimps in the case. My gosh, those things are massive.
Skewer them up. I'll even skewer them for you. You want to buy some of those? I'll put them on a skewer for you.
Look at that.
I'll take care of you.
John's ready to go. All right, so we're going to be busy for sure today, Friday, and tomorrow on Saturday.
Yes,
and
sir.
that's the opportunity for you to take advantage of the fuel saver. These prices are also good through Saturday, so keep that in mind. And again, whether you're going to cook everything this weekend or some of it you're just going to buy in bulk and freeze, whatever you need to do, we're here for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Another thing is we do got fresh halibut in the case, guys.
Yes.
So I don't always have that first batch of the season. Stop on down and pick some of that up today.
That is really exciting. All right, pal. I love it. So 4 live lobsters ready to go for a customer later today, and that could be you as well if you don't want to go through the trouble of steaming it.
I'll even steam shrimp for you guys. I mean, I've done that for customers. I've done tilapia before. Just give me a little heads up so I can warm the steamer up. I'll season it and I'll steam it for you. I'll cook it for you.
All right. I mean,
So?
at this point, you might as well show up to their house, too, right? I mean, let's make some
I can do
house
that.
calls if
I
we're
can
going to
do
go
that.
that far. Thanks, buddy. Happy Easter. Good to see you.
Thank
so
you,
many
sir.
great deals. Swordfish steak. Doesn't that look good? You got to check that out. All right. Let's go, if we could, to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle camera. Speaking of things that look good, class 2019, getting ready to graduate, graduation cakes, right? Everything that you need. Guess what? You can also find that at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. And the cake decorators, from Lainey to Jody to Jackie, everybody back there does such a great job. You know what I think would be fun when they're on the show? I think we'll have 2 of our cake decorators, Jody and Jackie, on the show. May 7th is the date we're looking at. And Jody wants to decorate a cake as she's sitting here. Maybe she could teach me how to do one of those roses. Like you see on the cake right there. Might not look challenging. I guarantee you I can mess it up. Oh, great, he's eating the roses again. But look at that. I mean, so just think about that. If you need something like a cake, whether it's an Easter, Easter desserts, those Easter cutout cookies, I promise, are just fantastic. And there's more info on those graduation cakes. Keep that up there for a second, fellas. I'm going to retrieve this 12-pack of Heineken. Try not to drop it again. And everything you need to know. How many people will it serve? Well, you got 100 people coming to your party. $100, right? $1 per slice if you look at it that way. Well worth it. Flavors available. You can get fancy red velvet cake. Oh my. Oh, red velvet. Can I just get a red velvet cake to serve 100 me's? Oh. Let me tell you though. I remember on my 30th birthday when I ordered my own cake from the Hy-Vee bakery here, and I mistakenly ordered a full sheet. And we had leftover birthday cake for 2 weeks. So just know, if you're having a graduation party and you're expecting I would say even over like 75, 80 people, get the big cake. Because the last thing you want to do, and we almost experienced this at my son's 7th birthday party, my son Henry, we ran out of cake. Now, that being said, everybody that wanted cake got it, but it was one of the first times that we had a party and there was no leftover cake, which is fine. But my wife made the comment, like, we're going to have to get a bigger cake next year. And I was like, oh. And then I started sweating and heavy breathing. Ryan, Google image search heavy breathing cat, just to show everybody, because this has been me a couple times in my life. Cat. Heavy breathing cat. You'll see it when you know it. It's a pretty funny meme if you'll have it. All right, so today we've got National Amaretto Day with Di Serono. Of course, there's other varieties of amaretto. I don't know any other ones besides Di Serono. Sorry. I went over to Wine and Spirits and I was like, hey, Kayleen, it's Amaretto Day. And she was like, okay. And I was like, where's the amaretto? And she was like, it's right there. And I was like, sweet. Because I wouldn't have known where to find it. But you just ask questions, right? I'm not perfect. Okay. I can tell you it's good. Heavy breathing. There it is. Heavy breathing. That's me when I walk past the bakery every day. Oh, red velvet cake donuts with cream cheese frosting. Heavy breathing. Why can't they be diet donuts? I feel like Jabba the Hutt. Anyways, also, yeah, that's me when I take a selfie of myself walking past the bakery. I got it on landscape mode. My neck looks like a melting candle. Also at Wine and Spirits, you can get a 12-pack of Heineken. Why do I keep wanting to say Rolling Rock? Because it's the same color. This right here is Heineken, Tony. And it's $7.99 for a 12-pack. That's a good deal. $4 coupon. You use that at the register. Just aggressively. Right here. That coupon. My gross-looking cuticles. Thank you, Ryan. That looks way better than my cuticles. So that display is not as big anymore because people are taking advantage of this deal. $7.99 for a 12-pack of Heine. Use the coupon, and you're all set and ready to go. Also, I don't know if it's Heine Light, if that's what that other one is, but I'm sure the coupon applies there as well. But I haven't had a Heineken in a while. I would say you get a Heineken cold enough, you enjoy it. This is not a cold Heineken, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so in addition to it being Good Friday, it's National Amaretto Day. We talked about that. It's National Clean Out Your Medicine Cabinet Day. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to clean out your medicine cabinet, those, old prescriptions, they don't want you to just throw away, right? In case anybody's going through your trash. Different organizations like the hospital and the Muscatine County Sheriff's Office will offer the prescription drive-throughs where you can just sort of drop off and safely dispose of your old prescription drugs. But maybe there's other things in your medicine cabinet. Maybe you've got a thing of Q-tips from 74 that you're just like, I can get rid of those. When was the last time you had to buy a thing of Q-tips? You ever notice that? Like, the Q-tip business must not be a good one because you buy one box of Q-tips, and at least at our house, we'll have it for 8 months. And then you get to the bottom and you're like, I gotta buy more Q-tips. I don't want to do that. It's kind of like running out of toilet paper at 4 o'clock in the morning in your upstairs bathroom, because that happened to me this morning. I'm like, no more TP? Sweet. It's National Garlic Day, so for all you vampires out there, be careful. And you can see else a couple other things on the screen. National Oklahoma City Bombing Commemoration Day and National North Dakota Day. No offense, South Dakota. You're only marvelous, but we're not giving you any recognition. All right. I would like to get to a couple more things, and then we'll wrap up here if we could. Is the cart cam still rocking? Could we go down the Easter aisle? And before we cut to the Easter aisle, though, Chad, I want to do the Easter wine flyer and the salad bar flyer, and then the breakfast with the bunny, and then we'll get to Cody. So, Cody, you can walk slow. So let's go, if we could, to the wine flyer. This is at Wine and Spirits again. Great deals. I'm just going to show you this really quick, and then we're going to go right to the salad bar flyer. So give me a little scroll action there, Mr. Broderson. Great different varieties of wine, from locally made stuff to bottles of wine you can get for under $4 a bottle. Rosé wines, it's all there. Good looking flyer, ready to go. Steve Graham behind me throwing donut holes. And don't forget to try the wine in a can, and 1 can of wine is equivalent to a half a bottle. So you've got it all there at Wine and Spirits, right? And if you're looking for deviled eggs and watermelon boats and, I'm still trying to get around the fact that I like deviled eggs now, but I guess I do. That's okay. Check out this fuel saver flyer that our friend Jennifer put together. Her team that runs the salad bar. Like literally, there's the giant salad bar at the front of the store, and then in the produce department, you'll find these items: deviled eggs, large fruit pizzas, fruit tray, veggie tray, watermelon boats, chocolate-covered strawberries. Come on. Chocolate-covered strawberries. You're all set and ready to go. Grab one of those flyers, and if it's a custom order, like I know that it's Friday and Easter's on Sunday, but if you're realizing just now, oh snap, I need to get some veggies and fruit trays and a watermelon boat or two, they'll do it. I promise you they will bend over backwards to take care of you. Just call them here at the store, 563-264-2420. All right, let's go to our very own code man, if we could. Busy putting some miles on the Toyota Muscatine cart cam. Luckily for us, it's a hybrid. Oh, a little bit of a traffic jam. There's Neil rocking the cart. And here goes Cody. I told him just to go to the seasonal aisle. That would be aisle 11. And, if you still find yourself needing things to put together an Easter basket, I do like that our friend Jen Chapin said that she would make Cody an Easter basket on Facebook. That was nice of you, Jen. Thank you. But he doesn't need it. He's a grown man. If anything, you're going to make anything, you make it for the show, and then we decide where it goes, right? I mean, not that we're expecting people to bring stuff to us, but we're expecting y'all to bring stuff. I mean, we're bringing you high-quality entertainment every day. The least y'all can do is throw a couple Reese's peanut butter eggs our way with a couple $100 bills taped to the back of it, okay? Bless you, Ryan. What are you allergic to, Easter? Yeah? It's Good Friday. It's a Good Friday. It's a good day for Ryan to sneeze off camera. Can we just get a Ryan sneeze mic over there? So there you go, everything you need. Cody not grabbing anything, though. Confirming that he does not like Easter. If I'm Cody, I'm loading up on stuff. Code's good, though. He's fine. He's good. Doesn't need anything. Cody, look for some jelly beans, if you can hear me. Oh, there's things hanging from the ceiling, of course. Mm-hmm. Oh, that text is funny that my wife just sent me. You know, it's good that the kids don't have school today unless your kids are 7 and 4 years old. And my wife just sent me a text that said, if everyone could be crying and screaming before 9 a.m. Happy Friday. Oh, I'm going to stay at work all day. All right, Cody, look for jelly beans. Find a bag. Bring it back to the set. Let's go, if we could, to the team staffing job board, and then we'll get out of here. It is, there we go. He's found some jelly bird eggs. Interesting. Jelly bird eggs. We'll have it. We'll allow it. Team staffing at 109 Lake Park Boulevard here in the Pearl City. They've got jobs, and they want you to know about them. These are jobs with TSI. So when you see TSI Enterprises and team staffing, they're all under the same roof. Craig Utley in the store yesterday. Saw Craig. Think he was getting a Starbucks. Thought about buying his Starbucks, but then I had to take some flowers to the Eliza Community Church in Eliza, Illinois. So, Craig, I'll get you Starbucks next time. Call Katie if you need a JOB with TSI. And these are those jobs that are just, like, ridiculous. Look at this. Process operator, $18.75 an hour. Lab tech, $19.55 an hour. Maintenance, however you pronounce it, $20 an hour. All you got to do is call my friend Katie at 563-316-9254. Call her quick. Don't miss out on those opportunities at Team Staffing. Again, 109 Lake Park Boulevard across from Happy Joe's. This is a shipping clerk, 7:30 a to 4 p.m., $12 an hour. Jenny will get you all squared away, 563-316-7635, or careers at teamssi.com. And last but not least, Brooke McCullough, who's been on this show several times, production labor, $11.05 an hour. It's first shift, and Brooke is available at 563-316-7635. 36. Call Brooke, say hey, and tell her you saw that job posted on Hy-Vee today with your pal Tony. Okay, I think we've taken care of all the business that we need to. Want to say hi to people watching on Facebook with us, like Jeremy Spratt and Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Kiefer Hopkins. Kathy Irwin was out there. Vince Gaeta, Sammy Motley, Rhonda Lane, Crystal, Logan, Lindsay Krausar, Megan, Colleen, everybody, we appreciate you joining us. Maybe that means that Drew Krausar is watching. Hey, Drew. Big viewer of the show. I don't even know if Drew's 4 years old. He might be. 3, 4, loves the show. Can't get enough of it. That's awesome. We appreciate it. All right, so thank you to our guests. That was a lot of fun talking with Jeff Storm and Jamie Thompson. Don't forget the Island Speedway behind Star Collectibles. We rockin' and rollin' the Off-Road Carpet Classic, ready to go on Saturday. That's tomorrow. right? Don't miss that. And we thank Jeff and Jamie for their time, and we hope that you'll go down at the very least and spectate it. And thanks to our very own Captain John. Don't miss Captain John's seafood sale going on through tomorrow. And on a personal note, I would like to say congrats to Emma and Sean, who are getting married tomorrow. Looking forward to playing some tunes for them. And they're getting their reception and their ceremony is at the same place where I had my reception, Skellington Manor in Rock Island. So that'll be a lot of fun celebrating with those guys. And that whole other part of the things that I get to do, the DJ business, is very busy. And like getting out and being able to do that. So these are the jelly bird eggs, which I'm assuming are just the same thing as jelly beans. Yeah. Just a little bit of sugar in these. Holy moly. Don't look at the nutrient. Listen, if you're eating a pack of jelly bird eggs, don't look at the back. Like, you don't want to see that. It's not good. Don't look at it. It's bad. There's 40 grams of sugar. That's a lot. They're just pure sugar. That's fine. Listen, your dentist would love for you to have a whole bag. Go ahead. It's Easter. I don't normally eat an entire bag of speckled jelly bird eggs, but it is Easter. Do you think that you know how there's some people that are particular about their jelly beans? Like some people don't like the purple ones. I don't see any ones that you would maybe be particular about. I'm looking. Hopefully that sound is really annoying, too, for the folks at home. I think you're safe with all of those. You're good. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter if you're celebrating. Get outside, enjoy the weather. It should be picturesque this weekend. Picture perfect. And shameless plug, next Tuesday we've got our plant-based cooking class. I can tell you this, they will not be using the speckled jelly bean bird eggs at plant-based cooking, but that's next Tuesday at noon. We'll talk more about that on Monday. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Toyota of Muscatine and team staffing. This is Tony Tone wishing you and yours a very happy Easter. And that includes my Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe, who's watching all the way in Chicago, Illinois, right now. My Uncle Joe would love to sell you a vehicle if you're in the Chicago area. And speaking of vehicles, if you want to get into the car business, our friends at Toyota of Muscatine, TJ Deere, would love for me to tell you that they're looking to hire 1 or 2 people that want to sell Toyotas. And if you're going to sell cars, those Toyotas, they sell themselves. You just show up and you go like this. Oh, I could sell them. I don't know anything about them. They sell themselves. Hey, what's that RAV4 got in it? It's got an engine. You want to buy it? All right, good deal. High five. And don't forget, if you buy a new Toyota today, you'll get a complimentary bag of Brock's speckled jelly bird eggs. Tell Jimmy Greenhaw you need it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and happy Easter, everybody.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.